What up, y'all? Good morning. Man, listen, this consistency with this thing right here is is different, but I'm starting to catch on to something. I'm making new friends, right? We ain't damn near talk yet, but we talking. I can tell. You know what I mean? So it's just it's about the energy thing, basically. You know what I mean? But um, it's a lot that happened in the last couple of days. This still is poetry session. You know what I mean? So it's a lot been happening, man. That I'm gonna touch topic on. Um, Pertaining to this left and right situation and how it's like compacting down to everybody paying attention to it. But a lot of people don't even know about it, so they don't even know it like it ain't bothered. But it ain't really bothering me, but it's just bothering me because it's bothering people, I guess, for some reason. But yeah, man, my sister came in town, so I finally got a visit from somebody. Well, my brother came one time, but a couple of years ago. But anyway, you know what I mean. My sister came in town last night. She been saying she's gonna come for 5 years. Since I've been out, she finally came last night. I'm gonna take her to my favorite tree today. And then we probably go to DC. Something like that. You know what I mean? Something where you don't have to spend a lot of money. You know what I mean? Where you just see what's going on outside, just in case you missed it. You know what I mean? Like I'm on that. Like I ain't really trying to go give people all this money just to sit down and talk and do the same thing you're gonna do. Where you're gonna do it somewhere else, you might as well do it where the trees at. You know what I mean? So I appreciate though y'all. Well, don't nobody really get on there that much, and you can't really sneak on your pages on YouTube. So ain't really nobody getting. I don't give a damn though. But I give a damn, but not really, not yet. I don't think it's time. Most things happen for people. It ain't gonna happen for me like that, but most things happen for me. People don't really like appreciate you till you die. Basically, that's when they start listening to you. Like God told me that ain't gonna happen to me, so I just gotta pay attention to how I word things. Like I don't want to have no battery in my back where I'm just pushing a certain agenda or I'm trying to like push my ideology on people that I feel like will help them. You know what I mean? Like I ain't pushing nothing. Like I'm just, yeah, I am. I'm pushing duality. Yeah, I'm pushing that for real. Not really though, but in a way, like I'm learning more about it. But it just seemed like the wordplay that people using in these type of situations is very strategic. You know what I mean? And it seemed like they started something that somebody else started, but didn't want to say it. So they found somebody to say it, put the battery pack in them, and threw hats to push it. Um, that's a good marketing plan, actually. Um, it's just that now you got these kids around kids from the hood. They're in school together. They probably don't mingle a lot. Um, I think one side respects the other side for some reason. You know what I mean? Then all of us just getting caught up in the middle of that shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like for real. I feel like everybody that's in the middle of that shit, we all need to just get together like they doing and go against their ass. But we ain't killing nobody. You know what I mean? You let them do that. Somebody gonna have to intermediate mediate for this shit. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to try to figure out that go for white dudes, black dudes, white women, black women. Y'all need to goddamn I mean it's I can't tell you what you need to do, but It's a lot going on right there, and it's getting worse. So they keep hollering about stop social media, and they don't know who pushing what agendas. 9 times out of 10, they use the AI to do that shit, and then dude just popping off. But I just don't feel like it should be the extreme, like dying. You know what I mean? Like and they say freedom of speech, but everybody can't say what they want to say. Only certain people. If you saying what the people who in charge want to hear, then you good. But it ain't really freedom of speech, man. You know what I mean? They say that shit, but you better pay attention to what you say. I do. I try to like dibble and dabble. Like I ain't going too far, and I ain't leaving too far. You know what I mean? But I know y'all understand what I'm saying. I hope you do. But basically, I'm gonna use for the kids. I'm gonna use Sammy Sam and Bugs Bunny because I like Sammy Sam and Bugs Bunny. So my poem is about that. So best of all, so picture Sammy Sam yelling, right? He yelling. Best of all, Rabbit. First his guns, laws, then his boys wearing skirts. Now it's politicians arguing about money like they own the whole gold mine and going berserk. One side say, give it to the rich. The other says, tax some more. And us little folks, we just get crumbs. Let me turn it up real quick. Make sure I got the volume on there. Oh, that bitch all the way down. I hope y'all heard. My bad. Sam grumbling. Oh no, Bugs Bunny next. My bad. So Bugs Bunny sick bit. Bugs Bunny cool. He smirking. He don't really be in nothing. But hey, what's up, Doc? Sounds like you letting the circus run your head again. Guns, clothes, money, same old show. Red flag, blue flag, don't matter much if the clowns running the tent keep stealing the popcorn. Sam pointing at you. And the kids, they hear the parents fussing at the table. Vote this way, vote that way, but half of the time, the youngins don't even know what it means. I seen it, Rabbit, down in Atlanta. Kids fighting about politics. They don't even understand. Politicians pushing culture wars, making them wear labels like costumes. Bugs Bunny leans forward, serious for a moment. Doc, here's a real gag. Guns, gender, money. It's complicated, but don't let it make you fight the wrong fight. Don't hate your neighbor just 'cause somebody on TV told you to. Don't repeat your parents' arguments like they gospel. Do your own digging. Check more than one source. Use that brain of yours. Sam, crossing his arms, mutters, yep. If it sounds like it's just making you mad, chances are somebody's pulling strings. Politicians been doing that forever, keeping folks busy fighting each other so nobody notices the real crooks. Bugs Bunny smirks, looking at him. See, Doc, money talks, but empathy listens. Gun laws ask, does it make us safer or split us up? Transgender debates ask, are we talking about clothes or people's lives? Taxes ask, who benefits? Your family or the fat cats? Don't just swallow what's served. Taste it first. Sam, throwing his hands up. Dang nabbit, rabbit, you making too much sense. I came here ready to fight, and now I'm thinking about studying suspense. Bugs Bunny chuckles, chomps a carrot. Eh, no harm in learning, Sam. Kids, remember, life's tricky, like a rabbit hole. The smart ones don't just fall in, they map the tunnel. Sam grits at you. Suffer now, so don't get caught up overhearing grown-ups fuss. Don't parrot the politics. Do your own research. Think with your head. Feel with your heart. The way you'll always be. That way you'll always be 2 steps ahead of the game. So Bugs Bunny winks and eat his carrot and say, eh, that's all, folks. But only if you stop letting the world do your thinking for you. So don't let the world do your thinking for you. You know what I mean? And then I got a little picture. This off my phone. I got a little, damn. I got a little picture of Sammy Sam. You can't even see that shit. I don't know why it can't look like that. But anyway, you know what I mean? So I wrote that one and a a prayer for someone else. And it says, a prayer is empathy in action. It takes the ache you feel for another person and hands it to something greater. When you pray for someone, when you pray for someone, you step into their pain for a moment. You speak light over their shadow. You ask the divine God, spirit, ancestors, or whatever name you call to carry what you cannot. A prayer doesn't have to be long or formal. It just has to be real. Example, when your pain is lightened, when your pain is cleared, may the strength you need rise up inside you. And may you remember you're not alone. This is empathy transformed into action. Ritual for cleaning energy. But after prayer, the empath must return to center. That's where ritual comes in. A ritual is a physical way to tell your body and spirit, I release this. It is not mine to carry. Simple cleaning ritual is set intention, say out loud or silently, I release what is not mine to hold. Number 2, grounded breath. Inhale deeply as if drawing in light. Exhale slowly as if pushing out heaviness. Do this 3 to 7 times. Number 3, element of nature. Wash your hands, imagining the water carrying away the pain. Or light a candle saying, this flame transforms what I cannot hold. Closing gesture number 4. Place your hand on your heart and affirm, I am whole. I am free. Facts. The duality of prayer and ritual is this. Prayer is giving. It sends compassion outward. Ritual is releasing. It stores balance inward. Together, they protect the empath from burning out. So the reflection of, or the reflection for the reader, when was the last time you prayed for somebody else's healing? And how often do you release what you've taken from others? And what would your life feel like if you practiced both giving through prayer and letting go through ritual daily? And my closing thought, you don't have to hold anything. Empathy is powerful, but so is release. Through prayer, you give love. Through ritual, you return to yourself. And that balance is what keeps our spirit alive in a heavy world. You know what I mean? So basically, man, like the stuff that we going through, like what we going through. whether it be good, whether it be bad. Just try to stay focused, and you dealing with somebody that energy kind of draining or off a little bit. You know what I mean? Just pray for them and then do your ritual. You got to remember that ritual because if you don't, you're gonna carry everything you just got from them. Peace.